Nigeria's courtroom drama has just taken a new turn. Nnamdi Kanu has filed a sweeping 550 million naira lawsuit against the Nigerian Medical Association and 10 medical doctors. He alleges they issued a forged medical report, one that he says undermined his rights and influenced the course of his trial. Here's what's at stake. Kanu's defense team claims the court ordered the NMA to physically examine him. The exam never happened. Instead, the report submitted was dated months later after formal orders. The lawyers say this amounted to an ambush. Why this matters? If a medical association can submit a report without proper examination, it raises serious doubts about due process in high-profile cases. Kanu is facing terrorism and treason charges. His legal fight is watched by Nigerians and international observers alike. The NMA being dragged into this lawsuit adds a professional ethics dimension. What happens when medical bodies intersect with politics and justice?
Nnamdi Kanu, this is the FCT High Court, Abuja. So, Nnamdi Kanu has filed a 550 million naira suit against the Nigerian Medical Council and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him. And the court ordered that they should examine Nnamdi Kanu, but that they never did. So they went to wrote what they call medical report, and it was that medical report that made the court to refuse Nnamdi Kanu's bail. So based on that, we have written to them, and they did not show any remorse. So we have filed a suit against them. It's 550 million naira suit against the Nigerian Medical Council and other medical doctors. So that is the position. Thanks and God bless you.
Let me go to this Sarah Reporter's article for you to understand it very well. It reads that breaking Nnamdi Kanu files 550 million suit against Nigerian Medical Association over alleged forged reports. Okay, now since the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has instituted a 550 million lawsuit against the Nigerian Medical Association and 10 medical practitioners over an alleged falsified medical report issued against him. Why? The development was disclosed by one of Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Maxwell Opara. Times his video watching a video posted on his Facebook page on Friday. This is FCD High Court, Abuja, he said. Nnamdi Kanu has filed a 550 million suit against the Nigerian Medical Association and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him. Do you understand? Now, in October 2025, Sarah Reporters reported that lawyers representing Kanu accused the Nigerian Medical Association of fabricating a medical report on Kanu's health without conducting any examination as ordered by the court. Kanu's special counsel, Barrister Lloyd Jimako, noted that the report presented in court was dated October 13, long after the court's directive, leaving the defense no time to study or respond to it. Now, the medical report we will serve in open court today was dated October 13. This is what Lloyd Jimako said as a deno. So this obviously means that the defense has no ample opportunity to react to it. It was more of an ambush, he said. Moreover, the court had ordered that Nnamdi Kanu be examined by the Nigerian Medical Association, but the examination was never carried out. Do you understand? The examination was never carried out, and the order was entered on September 26 and registered on October 8. According to Ejimako, the Nigerian Medical Association never examined Kanu. That is the bone of the contention here. According to Ejimako, the Nigerian Medical Association never examined Nnamdi Kanu as required, but rather based its report on informal meetings held with him at the Department of State Services headquarters in Abuja on September 18. However, when you see institutions being complicit, being corrupt, being manipulative, he said you have to be afraid of the country. He said that is my own situation and problem with Nigeria. Not about her people, but about the institutions in the country. I got that 100% correct. The truth is this, according to him, there is no country you will get to in this world you will not see good and bad people. But Good and bad people in the country does not make international communities and the world look at the country as a bad country. No, not about the people, but about the institutions in the country. How about the judiciary? How about the police? How about the government? What are they doing? How do they handle things? That is their fear. So when institutions are corrupt, forget about that country. The country is doomed forever. Why am I saying this, or why did I go to this angle? I want you to understand that Nigerian Medical Association got an order from Federal High Court through Justice James Omotosho to go and try Nnamdi Kanu, test him about what they are saying about his sicknesses, or his sickness, or illness, what he's going through, the symptoms. Go and try him and bring the certificate. You know what these people did? They went and fabricated a certificate. And look at where they got the problem. They now backdated the report to be a report that was formed or was presented or was issued before the court order. In other words, they did not obey the court order, but they submitted a report regarding the court order. The government, they are now so manipulative about Nnamdi Kanu's matter. Imagine medical doctors, Nigerian Medical Associations. Imagine Nigerian Medical Associations fabricating a false report just because they were pressured by the government. They were pressured by people in government. You see, you must make sure the guy did not go to hospital. The guy must remain in DSS detention. Of which came. What are you going to get from this? No, what are you going to get from now? For people who do not understand this, let me repeat again. This is not all about that they presented a report of the test they did. I am talking about these people presented a report of a test they did not run. All these things is not going to help the country. It makes people to be afraid of the country more and more. It makes people to look at this nation and feel that there is no hope anymore. Every day, everything we are saying about this country, we continue to have the justification. Yeah. Our stance that this country is not sustainable, every now and then continue to have the justification to declare.
Key details you might not have heard. The lawsuit asks the court to declare the disputed report false, to retract it publicly, and to stop reliance on it. It also claims Kanu's right to a fair hearing, sections 34 and 36 of the Constitution, was violated because the report prejudiced his bail process. One major twist: the report submitted was dated after the court's order for examination, suggesting the exam might never have happened. What this means going forward. For Kanu, this lawsuit is more than just damages. It's a strategic move to challenge the integrity of his trial. If this case gains traction, it could open doors for other defendants similarly claiming abuse of process. For Nigeria's justice system, it's a test. Will courts hold professional bodies to account? Will medical ethics be scrutinized when they play roles in legal proceedings? For outside observers, investors, rights monitors, diaspora Nigerians, this incident signals caution. When trials of major political figures are entangled with claims of forged medical evidence, the rule of law becomes harder to trust. The questions ahead are urgent. Will the court allow this lawsuit to proceed swiftly, or will it get delayed like many legacy cases? Will the NMA respond publicly, defend its conduct, or remain silent? And will this case impact Kanu's larger trial outcomes, such as bail hearings, judgments, or appeals?